My daughter, Evie, my eldest daughter, she gave birth to Mila, COVID year. And her white blood cell count, she struggles with her WBCs, not in any way that requires medication. It's always in the low 3s. Doctors continuously telling her, listen, be careful with your white blood cell count. Gives birth to Mila, and her white blood cell count tanked. COVID hit. Perfect storm. She ends up on a ventilator. Now, she's a millennial. So I'm working for the Heritage Foundation as one of the National Coronavirus Recovery Commissioners. And I'm doing my due diligence going, there's no way millennials don't die from COVID. Except that my daughter had a pre-existing condition. She's on a ventilator and she's dying. And I'm speaking to a doctor who's telling me, and I'm speaking to someone who has suffered loss of a child. And my faith did not wait. I mean, my faith was there. I mean, I've seen too much of his glory and I've experienced too much of his grace to doubt the God of miracles. Nevertheless, I know there are different outcomes. There are miracles that are here and now and those that we see later on. So I just, when I got the final call and the doctor said, Samuel, if your daughter doesn't fight, and there's this awkward pause. What do you mean? She's a millennial. If she doesn't fight, awkward pause. And I just lost it. I was driving my Jeep Wrangler in California, and my mess.
He's basically telling you she's going.
Yeah, no, she won't make it. And I'm in the car, my Jeep, and it was all messy. It was completely messy. And all of a sudden, I just said, Lord, I just need something from you. Can you just give me one little sign that you're in the midst of this mess? Show me this glimpse of a miracle. Can you just send a contingency of angels to her ICU room where no one could even get in contact in California?
Right.
Super restrictive.
Yeah.
Not even her husband or even her baby.
No.
Super restrictive. Can you send angels? I said angels. I did not generically say, God, can you bless her, touch her? I said, can you send angels verbatim? I get a text from my daughter. My daughter has no idea where I'm at, what I'm praying, that I spoke to the doctor. Daughter has no idea she's in ICU in a ventilator, but she's a millennial, so she has her cell phone. Because millennials will die with their cell phones. We're dying, we're swiping. And that's the way they get into heaven, swiping. And so she had her cell phone. All of a sudden, the mathematical probability of this, hence, that's why I believe the mess will become a miracle. Here's the text. Dad, comma, I promise you it's not the meds, comma, angels just invaded my room.
Wow.
What are the chances that my daughter, not knowing what I prayed, where I was, et cetera, that she texts back verbatim what I just prayed?
Wow.
That angels just invaded my room.
Wow.
24 hours later, I get the call from the doctor. Mr. Rodriguez, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. She's no longer on a ventilator. She's breathing on her own. I can't explain the turnaround. And praise be to God that he made a miracle out of my mess. But it's way beyond just what's happening in our children. Right now, the enemy's coming after our kids. He's coming after our kids. Have you ever seen hell unleashed against our children or our children's children? It's diabolical. It really is. What does the enemy know about the emerging generation that he's trying to prevent? I truly believe the mess is about to become a miracle, even in your family and with your children and your children's children. The mess will become a miracle. Through the vicarious, atoning, finished work of Jesus, we're going to see God's glory shine and messes become miracles all over America, all over the world.